This is John Ekin with Tandem Solution. I'm here today to talk about Microsoft Official Curriculum Course 20486, Developing ASP.NET MVC4 Web Applications. So let's take a quick look at who this audience is for and what prerequisites you might need. Ideally, this class is really set up for kind of a seasoned web developer. They prefer people that come into class that actually have some experience in developing ASP.NET applications, but really more importantly is to have some background already in C#, and some web development background. So if you've got some C# knowledge, you've used some HTML or even a little bit of ASP.NET programming, you should be fine taking this course. The course is also a great primer if you plan on getting certification in exam 70-486. The course objectives really match up perfectly to that exam. So let's take a quick look at those objectives. The really great thing about this course is it will take you through the development of a MVC application from start to finish. It starts off by really going into what are the web technologies that are available to us, and then deep dive right into MVC, looking at models, views, and controllers, and then continue to add on to the MVC platform with modern web development. Things like HTML5, jQuery, utilizing the cloud and web APIs in your MVC application. This is a Microsoft official course, which means your manual will be the official mock from Microsoft, and the labs will be official from Microsoft also. The nice thing about the labs in this particular course is you actually build an application from start to finish, meaning that as you first start to learn about MVC, you'll build a basic application, and then you'll continue to add to that application as you learn more and more advanced topics. So it's really nice, and when you get finished doing the labs on this course, you really feel like you've developed a full MVC web application that you can, maybe take parts and pieces out of it to utilize in your real applications. So looking at the course outline, this class is broken into 16 different modules. And really the beginning of the class, Module 1, Module 2 are going to be more introductory about what MVC is, about modern web development, and then really about proper design. So things that you would do prior to really starting your development, you're going to look at in the first two modules of this course. Then we're going to dive directly into the MVC platform. So Module 3, 4, and 5 are going to go into the development of the models, and that will look at utilizing the entity framework, doing data annotations, setting different properties, and extending the entity framework and link to use as a model. You'll then learn about how the controller class works, how the routing takes place, and how actions are used in controllers to retrieve data from the models and then present that data back into our views. And then we'll go into the actual views and learn how the HTML helpers work, learn how to create layout pages so that you get a consistent look and feel inside your application. Module 6 is going to add testing and debugging. So MVC is a great environment to do unit testing with, and we'll see how to accomplish that and then how to set up our MVC application to do debugging. Module 7 is structuring an MVC application. And the name of Module 7 to me is a little misleading. Really, this is mostly about routing and really how to use the routing engine and build customized routes inside your application. When we get into Module 8, which is applying styles, and then also Module 9 and 10, which are building responsive pages both in the MVC platform and through the use of client-side technologies such as JavaScript and jQuery, we're really starting to pull those together and build modern web applications. So those three modules are going to help you to develop an application that is responsiveness with page caching, AJAX client-side calls, utilizing media queries in our style sheets so that if I'm using the application on my desktop, I might get a look and feel that's slightly different than if I use that application on my phone. But as a developer, I'm able to reuse the same code and the same data, just present that differently based on how I decide to style my application. So it's a really nice class that helps us get into modern web development. Huge transition we're starting to see right now, going back more to that client side responsive application. Module 11 helps us talk about security, and here you're going to look really a couple different access things on security. One is, how does the MVC platform utilize the ASP.NET security model? And then you're also going to take a look at some of the common vulnerabilities that are often exposed in a web application, and then how the MVC platform helps to block those vulnerabilities. Module 12 is going to get into resilient applications. Here we're going to talk about how session works, how to build an application that could be potentially deployed into multiple web farms for maximum uptime and capabilities. Then we're going to look a little bit more at service calls. So we're going to talk about utilizing the cloud through an Azure web service, and then how you can take MVC and implement your own web APIs as a way to do data exchange between different applications. Module 15 is kind of an advanced routing and handling of requests. So when we get outside of the normal HTTP requests that you might have, how can you build your own handlers inside of the MVC framework? That also includes some conversations on WebSockets and how to utilize some of that HTML5 technology that we have. And then once you're done and ready to go, we can deploy our MVC applications. As always, Tandem Solution offers you a couple of different ways to take this training. One option is through customized training. So if you've got a group of people that like this course but would love to see some maybe additional jQuery added in, or some Angular JS, or just removal of certain portions of the course, Tandem can do that for you. So it's one of our specialties, is really the ability to take these customized training classes and fit them exactly to your needs. We also will have this course offered live in person, and we'll also have the ability to take this course virtual live. And again, that's with the live instructor, you just have the ability to take that from your office or your home, wherever you would be at that time the class is running. So you can always find out more information on our website at www.trainingforit.com.